Good morning, everyone. Can you all hear me? I don't know if I'm streaming live. Hello, good morning, everyone. Okay. Okay. Hello, ma. Yeah. Good morning, everyone. Happy New Month to everyone. Okay. So today we'll be doing the introduction of the 7 habits of highly effective people. If you have read the book, can you let me know in the chat box? If you have read the book, let me know in the chat box, please. Okay, let me do an introduction of myself. My name is Deborah Adenugba, a corper serving in Ekiti State, and I'm posted to Brainax Academic School. So I'm still waiting for our responses. If you have read the book, kindly let me know in the chat box if you have read the book. Okay, and today I will be using slide to present what I'm going to be talking about. I welcome every one of us again to the WISER book study. So, the 7 habits of highly effective people is written by Stephen Covey. Stephen Covey is a bestseller author um, in United States. And today we'll be diving into the book. We'll be looking at the introduction of the book. The introduction. Can you all see my slide? I don't know if you can see my slide. Can you see my slide? Let me know if you can see my slide. So today we'll be looking at the introduction, and we'll be looking at the pyramids and principle. And under the pyramids and principles, we have the inside out, and we also have the 7 habits and overview. So David Starr Jordan says, there is no excellence in all this world which can be separated from living well. So this is a quote the book opens with. So we'll be diving into inside out. So what prompted COVID to write the 7 habits of highly effective people is because of the challenges he encountered. He went for trainings, he explored different things, and he discovered that there are some problems that are painful. He put it this way: there are some problems that are deep problems, painful problems, problems that quick fix approaches cannot solve. So this is what prompted him to write the 7 habits of highly effective people in order to deal with these challenges, for him in order for people to address this issue. So we are still in Inside Out, and COVID shared his son's academic struggle and how he and Sarah, his wife, addressed the issue, which yielded no result. So one of their son was struggling academically, and the techniques they used was like, okay, whenever people normally people when boy is in school, people make jest of the boy because the boy is not sound academically. So what they normally do is they, caution people not to make jokes of him, that okay, it'll be great, he's going to do well, just leave him. Whereas their own perception of what the boy is going to become is totally wrong. And this prompted him to say something in the book. He said, if you want to change a situation, we first need to change ourselves. And to change ourselves effectively, we first have to change our perception. So the participation in which they view their son, they want their son, to improve, to do well academically, to do well socially, to interact with people. However, the view, their lens of viewing their son is totally wrong. And what do you understand by perspection? What do you understand by perspection? Yeah, I would love to I would love to hear a view on what we understand by perspection. What do we understand by perspection? Okay. Hmm. Okay. Persuasion is a point of view. All right. I love that. Persuasion is a point of view. Okay. To me, I believe persuasion is the way that you think about something, and the impression you have about something, or the lens in which you view a particular thing, the way you program your thoughts about a particular thing, or the lens you see a particular thing. So the way you program your mind about a particular, thing. That is what perception means. And reading this book is for us to like change the way we view things, our perception about some things. We have to like learn some new things, unlearn some things, relearn some things. So this is what this book is all, about. And we're going to talk about the personality ethics and the character ethics as well. So COVID's research on perspection, and I've already told us what perspection means, like the lens in which we view a particular thing, made him to study the success literature published in the US since 1766. He discovered that almost all the literature in the first 150 years or so focused on character ethics at the foundation of success. The character ethics are the basic principles of effective living, and people can only succeed and learn if they apply this principle. So it listed some of the traits of character ethics in the book. It made mention of integrity, justice, patience, courage. If you have read the book, you are going to see like the traits of the character ethics it listed. And let's go to the personality ethics. After the World War One, the basic view of success shifted from character ethics to personality ethics. The personality ethics took two paths. It took two parts. It took the human and public relation techniques. And the second one is the positive mentality attitude, PMA. Now, it doesn't only look at these two paths, it also look at the maxim motivation, such as your attitude determines your attitude. And COVID and Sarah, his wife, applied this personality ethics on their son, which yielded results. This is like a psychological solution. Like we've talked about, perception has to do with our reasoning, it has to do with our thoughts. So this has to do with them reprogramming their thoughts about their son. So these personality ethics help them to solve the challenge. Yeah, so let's move on. And in the book, we're going to see primary and secondary greatness. And personality ethics are sometimes necessary for success, and they are secondary traits. These are secondary traits. These include personality growth, communication skill, training, and education in the field of influence strategies and positive things. This personality ethics is superficial. It's something that you cannot, it's something that doesn't last like that. But character ethics, this is the primary trait needed to succeed. Character ethics act to do, it's natural, it's innate, it's something that we are that is inbuilt in us. And like he put it in the book, he said it is character that communicates most eloquently. Your character reflects who you are and not what you pretend to be. There's a saying that character is smoke. It cannot be hidden. It's going to reflect wherever you go. When you talk to people, people are going to perceive who you are. You cannot hide your character. And this let's distinguish it. Personality ethics has to do with the secondary traits, while character ethics has to do with the primary traits. And personality ethics, these are superficial, why character ethics, these are innate, these are natural, traits we possess. Now let's move to the power of a pyramid. Habits contained in this book are basic. They are primary, and Covin put it this way: they represent realization of correct principle upon which enduring happiness and success are based. The character, ethics, and personality are example of social pyramids. These are social pyramids, like things we normally do, like things that is part of us. And pyramid is a Greek word. It was originally a scientific term, which means a model, theory, perception, assumption, or frame of reference. And Covey described this in the book as a map. What's a map? A map is an explanation of certain aspect of a geographical location, giving you features, giving you in detail, like where you are going. That is what that is how Covey defined a pyramid. Let's move on to the next slide. And he also talked about pyramid shifts often occur during or after a life-changing event. They are not necessarily instantaneous. And the book is a principled, centered book, character-based, and deals with a new level of thinking. It has to do with our perception, the way we think, see things, the way we, view things. That has to do with that. And inside out is a process. a continuing process of renewal based on the natural laws that govern human growth and progress. It's a process. It's not something you can achieve in one day, in a month. It's a process. It's a continuous process. It's things like you have to do every day in order for you to achieve a good result. Let's move to the next slide. Now, the 7 habits, an overview. Here, Covey described character. He said a character is a composed of our habits. Habits are what we repeatedly do every day. COVID disagree with the last part of Ori's man expression that habits cannot be broken. Yes, in the book, in the opening of this section in the book, the 7 habits and overview, Covey, you know, um, describe what habit means, and he made reference to Ori's man definition of habits, which he described habit as a cord, like a string that cannot be broken. However, Covey said that habits can be broken. He disagreed with that. He said habits can be broken. We can unlearn and relearn something. And COVID believes habits can be learned and unlearned, although it's going to take time and numerous commitment and tremendous commitment. Now, COVID definition of habits. It says a habit is the intersection of knowledge, skill, and desire. And then we move to knowledge is the pyramid. Skill is the do how, and desire is the motivation wanting to do it. And these three things I mentioned, knowledge, skill, desire, they are essential in order for us to build like a good habit, something that is going to last. I have a diagram here. I have a diagram that explains this better. You can see habit is in the middle, and we have knowledge is on top. What to or how to, and we have skill, how to, and we have desire, want to. So habit is in the middle in order for us to be able to form a good habit. These three is very essential for us to incorporate in our daily activities: what to do, how to do, and skills, how to do, and desire, want to do. And desire has to do with like the motivation, the inspiration, to go for what we want to do. Okay, so let's move to the maturity continuum. This maturity continuum just explain like the life cycle of human, like as an infant. When we are growing up, as an infant, we are dependent on our parents and people around us for survival. And then we move to the independent. As we grow and learn to survive on our own, we tend to like make decisions on our own. We tend to like become independent. And the end goal of the continuum is interdependency, which when we grow, mature, and discover the higher approach of nature and build relationship with others. This is when you have already outgrown independent, you've learned, you've unlearned, you've grown, and this is when you started, you discover a higher approach of nature. You started working with people, you started saying I can, well, we can, let us. So this is when you start incorporating all these things in what you're doing. And okay, so life is by nature highly interdependent, and it is a choice not independent people can it is a choice only independent people can make. So before you can be interdependent, you have to be dependent. And it is a choice you can make if you are dependent. If you are not, you're not still under tutor. You can still be under tutor even if you are, interdependent, but you have to have outgrown some things. You have to have been in a level already. And dependent people lack the character to become interdependent. They still want people to nurture them. They still want people to pilot them. They still want people to guide them on things to do. And still under the maturity continuum, we have habits 1, 2, and 3 in the book deals with self-mastery. They move a person from dependency to independency. They are the private victories. Covey described them as private victory. Like, these are things you do privately. These are wars you fight within yourself. And when you conquer them, it described them as, private victories. The essence of character growth, according to Covey, um, private victories precede public victories, and habits 4 and 5 and 6 in the book focus on public victories, which has to do with teamwork, cooperation, and communication. Why? Habit 7 just, summarize everything, is a habit of renewal. It encompasses the whole habit. It deals with habits 1, habit 2, habit 3, habit 4, habit 5, habit 6. It just, encompasses all the all habits. That's like a renewal, like to renew your mind about what you've learned so far from habit 1, habit 2, habit 3, habit 4, habit 5. So that's what habit 5 basically is all about. So I have a diagram here. Yeah. Mm, yes, there is a diagram that describes interdependency, public victory, independency, public victory. The habits are listed there. Like we said earlier, we said, habit 1, 2, 3. It is with private victories, and why habit 4, 5, 6. It is with public victory, and you can see habit 7 out there, which which encompasses all the old habits, sharpening the sword. So which encompasses all the whole habits. So let's move on. The 7 habits of highly effective people. Covey described effectiveness as the ability to solve problems, maximize opportunities, and integrate other people's in an upward spiral of growth. It lies in the P/PC balance TN. So, like, give us a balance. And P stands for production of desired result, the golden heads. And PC stands for production capacity, and the ability or access that produce the golden eggs. And we have the 3 kinds of assets as human. We have the physical, which has to do with material things, material possession, and we have the second, which has to do with financial. This has to do with our income, investment, and we have the third, which has to do with human relationship with people, like we build in relationship with other people. Now, how are we going to use this book during this course of this book study? So, Covey suggested 2 pyramid shifts on how we are going to use this book during the course of our study. It is not a book to be read once. This is not a book we are going to read once and we are going to stop reading. It is a guide. It should be like a companion to us. It's something we have to be referring to every day by day, like keep reminding ourselves of of things we've learned from the book, things we are going to learn, things different facilitators are going to teach us during the course of this journey. So this book has to be like a companion for a tremendous transformation. If you want to change, this book have to be like a compass. Let's put it that way, a compass to you, like a companion. You have to like go through it um regularly. And the second one is said you have to read with the motive to educate others. COVID put it this way. It says shift your pyramid of your own involvement in this material for the role of learner to that of a teacher. So during the course of this journey of this book study, whatever you learn from this book, you have to teach other people. It could be your parents, it could be your spouse, it could be your children. You have to, teach other people. You have to enlighten other people. You have to educate other people about what you've learned from this book and what you can expect from this book. So Covey is giving you like what you can expect from this book, after reading this book. Okay, what should be your expectation after reading this book? So the first three habits, the habits of the private victory, and this has to do, the first habit. It's going to increase your self-confidence, because this have to do with you, building your innate skills. This has to do with you building your natural, skills. So it's going to help you to build your self-confidence. And the habits of public victory, this is habit 4, 5, and 6. This will help to discover, unleash both the desire. Desire is the motivation, like the wanting to do something, and resources to heal, and we build important relationships that have deteriorated or even broken. And the fifth habit, which encompasses all the whole habits, it helps to renew the first 6 habits and make you truly independent and capable of effective independency. So these are what you should be expecting, when we finish this book. Like your life should transform after reading this book. Okay. So um there is this quote by Stephen Covey. It said, knowledge isn't power until it is applied. So in the course of this book study, we have to, apply what we are going to learn during this course of this book study. We have to apply, what we are going to learn. And he has already made mention of it, like how to use this book. Like we have to teach other people. We have to, endeavor. We have to like try to teach other people on what we have learned. You know, what we have learned. So I thank you all for your undivided attention, for listening to me. Thank you all. And so, like, if you have any question, you can drop it in the chat box. Yeah, if you have any question, you can drop it in the chat box. Also, like I forgot to share this. There is a diagram, like which is also related to perspection. Um, there's a diagram. I forgot to put it in the slide. I just recall, there's this a diagram in the introduction part where a picture of a woman, and he was asking, is this a old woman is or a lady, when he was asking the question. And like the way people view it, different people have their opinion about the picture. And that can also um, this can also be used to describe what perspection means, what perspection means, like the lens in which people view things. We view things differently, and I want us to view ourselves from a different lens while reading this book. A lens that, what, I want to grow, a lens that, I want to improve myself, I want to transform my life. And it's not only your life, as COVID has told us in the book. It says how to use this book. We have to like enlighten other people as well. We have to educate other people as well on what we have learned. So that, and to be honest, teaching other people will also help us not to forget what we've learned from the book as well. So we have to inculcate that habit. All right. Okay. Okay, so when it's saying like the picture means romance, love, care needed in life, you see, different, like people have different, opinion on what the diagram um represent. Okay, okay. I'm waiting. If you have any question, you can drop it in the chat below. And so, like, after this introduction, we are going to start the habit one, and the habit one is be proactive. So we start with the habit one, and that will be next week, Monday. So we normally do this like once in a week. So that would be next week, Monday. So if there's no question, thank you all for having me here today. So, all right, have a wonderful day and have a wonderful week ahead. Thank you all.